Hey, SmartDirectoryAI users, Tom here, and I've got some amazing updates the team has rolled out for SmartDirectoryAI. I'm going to go through them on this video. So first up, on your directory site, here in your search bar, there's this default placeholder text that says search by name, category, address, or phone. You can now edit this. To do that, you go into the branding section of your directory, go over here to content, and you'll scroll down and you'll see a section that says hero search placeholder. So if you leave this empty, it will display the default information that you see here, but whatever you put in here will now be displayed on your search bar. So that's an awesome update. Also, we have the ability to customize and add copy to the top of your add new business page. So when someone lands on your site, if they don't see their business and they want to add it, they can click this add new business button. You can now edit this section above the form. So to do that, you just go over to content again, and we are going to go over to the general tab, and you'll see there's this add new business heading. This is a robust editor, so you can edit this, add copy, whatever you want here. And again, that will appear on your add new business page right up here, so you can edit this. So super excited about that update. This was a big one a lot of people were asking for as well on your plans. So as you know, in the past, when you went to your plans, you could elect to have these be a green check mark or a red check mark, but you couldn't hide or remove the default things like address, phone, website, social media. We now have that ability built in. So if you go over to the plan section, all you have to do is go to edit any one of your plans, and you'll now see the option to include and to show. So if I don't want to have blogs, or if I don't want to have jobs on my site, I just make sure both of these are turned off. And now not only will I not have jobs, but they won't show up in any of these listings. You'll see they're not showing up anywhere here. So you now have the ability to either include and show or not to show. So super excited about that as well. We also have added a rich text editor to events, jobs, news, and blogs. So before, when you went into a business, if you wanted to add an event or a blog, the blog had a great editor, but the events and the jobs didn't. You don't see events and jobs here on mine because I have them turned off for my premium listings. So that's why they're not here. But now those events, and you would find them in here, those events have a rich text editor. All right. We also have the ability to customize the featured banners. So on your directory sites, when you have a featured listing, we have this little red box that's got a lightning bolt. It says featured. You can now customize this to whatever you want. So again, you go back to the branding section, and I believe it is in the content. If I scroll down here, yes, so here's listing display settings, and you'll see right here is now a new section for badge. So you can set the text, you can select the icon that you want, and you can change the background color and the text and icon color. So now you have complete control over this little bar here on your featured listings. So super excited about that one as well. We've also built in some easier admin management. So if you go to the businesses section of your SmartDirectoryAI site, now down at the bottom, we've added a jump to the beginning and a jump to the end button. So these two double little, arrows pointing to the right, that will jump you to the end of all your listings pages. This will jump you back to the beginning. So we've added that skip from first to last in there. We also have a new review management dashboard. So if you go into the submissions section, and we've also I'll just talk about this while I'm here. We've also put all the submissions in one place. So when you send out prospecting emails and someone claims their business, you're going to see that here under submissions in claim requests. If someone finds your directory site and they add their business on their own, you're going to see that here in the new business requests. Again, all under submissions. You'll see blog submissions, job submissions, news, events. And now we have this new review management section. So now these are the review management for the site itself. Because as you know, people have the ability to leave reviews on the platform. So now you'll be able to see all of that in one place. You can approve, you can reject. You can manage all of that here as well. So we're super excited about this update. You also have the ability for the admin to create a claim relationship between a listing and a consumer contact. So for all of you, just to kind of reiterate how the directory works, you're always going to have a contact for the business listing. And then when a consumer comes to your site or a business owner, they actually create a profile. So I'll log out of this one. So they would click this register button and they would actually create a profile. When they do this, this is called a consumer account. And a consumer can have a business on your site or they don't have to. It doesn't matter. Consumers have some functionality too that you can search the knowledge base for. They can do things like follow businesses, stuff like that. But if you have someone that is a consumer and they have a business on your site and they want those linked, you can now do that. So the way you do that is you would go into the business that they have on your site. So let's say that this Red Rock Auto Repair was mine. I'd click on the little pencil and I go over to the account owner section. And now you'll see there's a drop down, assign consumer. So the person has to have a consumer account on your site. So they must have already registered as a consumer. Once they do that, you can then go in here and find them. So I could find myself and I could assign myself to this business as the business owner, and that would be you claiming it for them. So you as the admin have the ability to claim their listing for them, okay? And then the final update here is I already mentioned all of the claim requests and new business requests are in one spot under the submissions section. And then I want to talk about something we did on the front end. So I mentioned when someone goes here, they can create an account. So I'm going to log into my consumer account here. And we have completely redesigned the interface. So when a consumer claims a business, it shows up here in their owned business section. So here's this cornerstone. I claimed this and made it a premium listing so you can see this. But now when I click to manage, you'll see that we have completely redone this UX and this dashboard for the person. So now there's an overview of all their analytics, the account owner. They can adjust their profile image, their cover image. They can do all of their business description, all their information here. Here's where they can add their media and their team. Here's where they add their blogs and news. Here's where they can look at reviews. Here's where they can set their business hours. And here's where they can set their social links. So we've done an overhaul of this UX. This is much, much nicer, much more user-friendly. So really excited about this update as well. All right, look, that's it for all the amazing updates. We've got a few more in the pipeline that should be out in next week as well. One is being able to add custom code to your individual listings. And then we are also giving you the ability, and again, these are not live yet. These will probably be live next week, but you will have the ability to hide or show certain elements on the homepage. So like for instance, if you do not want to show businesses by tags, you will be able to hide this section. If you don't want to show this slider, you'll be able to hide that section. So you'll be able to decide what you turn on and turn off and hide here. So I'm excited for those as well. So have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy these new updates, and I will talk to you soon.